Hello again, world, and everybody in it. So, I just kind of wanted to, touch bases with the last video and, part two. But because I'm kind of rambling on a lot, but hey, it's your choice to watch it, so whatever. Anyhow, as I was saying in my last video, I just, growing up, I really saw everyone as one and the same. And like, even in my teen years, and I know it sounds stupid, I can be very oblivious, I, if I'm actually, if I know what I'm looking for, I'm really smart. It's just, when don't really know what I'm looking for, it's kind of like, I'm just oblivious to it, I guess. And I guess it also depends on what you grow up with. And with me, I grew up with just kind of, seeing that being a guy was kind of, wanting to be more masculine was kind of the norm. And that's all I really knew. And of course, as a kid, I'm not gonna be able to figure out, oh, I'm actually a boy. I always felt weird and out of place, and I always had a preference to being a boy. I was obsessed with the fact that I was almost born a boy. I'm still obsessed with that. I was always fascinated with the fact that I was almost born physically male. And, I was just being me, My family never forced me to really wear skirts except to church, which was wear skirts. And, of course, I hated it, and I thought every girl was like that. I thought that was a normal thing. Every girl wanted to freaking rip off their dresses and be like, ah! I just thought that was normal. So, I never really spoke up a lot about it. And I think that's one of the biggest things that gets me is I wasn't very vocal about how I felt as far as gender goes, because it was it was normal to me. And then there's also the fact of I've never honestly said this out loud before, but it's just, I knew that people do things out of spite. I knew this at a young age. And it's sad that I knew that, but I didn't know my own, what my brain was actually doing. But I knew that if I never wanted anyone to treat me like a girl. I never wanted anyone to treat me like a girly girl. And I had always acted like a tomboy. And I didn't like being referred to in a feminine way. I just never liked it. But I never, ever in my entire life said, don't treat me like a girl, don't do this, don't do that. Checking the time. Okay. This thing likes to cut me off. But anyhow, I never said it because I knew that if I told people to not treat me like a girl, I was afraid they would, out of spite, start treating me more like a girl. Oh, you're so cute and girly, and you're so beautiful, going out of their way to do it out of spite, because, I don't know, maybe they thought, just to kind of get on my nerves, because that's how a lot of people in my family and family friends act a lot is it's kind of like, they kind of do it in a joking manner of just like to getting on your nerves is kind of a joking thing in the family a lot, and I didn't want them treating me like a girl. And I was already very masculine. I was already treated like a tomboy. I was not treated like a girl by a lot of people, except maybe a few family members who kept thinking it was okay to give me perfumes and makeup and all this stupid stuff. Like, I swear I had to tell them over and over again, stop doing this. I don't like this stuff. I'm not gonna use it. I mean, I love you and I'm thankful, but please stop. But because I had already been acting very, well, not like a girl, I was already treated like either androgynous or more boyish. And so, no, I was like, I'm not gonna ruin that. I'm not gonna say anything because I'm already being treated the way I want to be treated. And, it was just kind of like, I don't, so I wasn't like forced to be really feminine. The only time I was ever super feminine was like going to church, going to different places, because I would wear dresses because to me, in my mind, I was like, you are supposed to dress as your gender in the most formal way. Like, outside of formal, do whatever the hell you feel like. But I always felt like I had to, like, no one really forced this upon me except, like, maybe the church. But I felt like I was supposed to wear dresses. I felt like if I didn't look like a girl, that was wrong, that was sinful. That's what I honestly thought, and that was me standing in my own way. And so, I never allowed myself to be anything but that. Like, I wouldn't wear slacks. As bad